ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to part 2 of a double header this evening. My name is IceColeBrew. I'm going to be your broadcaster for the night. And folks, I am so excited to get this one started off. We just came off of a 3-0 series sweep in favor of the Egoists up in the Cyclone Cup. And now we are over here in Tsunami, where they are actually performing their week 3 at the moment. Last matchup was a catch-up match due to scheduling issues. This one, fresh off the books, new week, new lineups, all that good stuff. We have two fantastic teams getting ready to face off this evening. We have just GC3 versus Next2Nu Cosmos. Now, Next2Nu Cosmos, sadly, they lost out previously in the last week in Spartan Legion, going 1-3. And we're getting outshot fairly heavily by the Spartan Legion. Just looking at quick numbers here, they got outshot 49-30. And the accuracy wasn't there for them as well. However, they still had... I apologize. Was it 49-30? I'm sorry. It was 37-42. So not as outshot as it could be. And Reflex Goated, one of the players on the Next2Nu Cosmos roster, who I will probably find out who that is fairly shortly, was one of the top scorers of that match. I'm using ball chasing at the moment, so that's why not everything is accurate as I would like it to be. Over on the GC3 side, they had a fantastic couple of weeks. They are currently 6. I apologize. They're currently 6-2 at the moment, whereas Next2Nu is 4-4. They came off a 3-game series sweep against Mafia Vendetta, and I do have to give a shout out to one of their players, DJ, who played fantastically well. He's on the pitch tonight. He's one of the 3 players we will be seeing. Was able to pick up a ton of assists off his teammates, someone named JT. Don't know who that could be. And of course, we had Rick in the background saving the pitch the entire time. DJ also picking up a few demos here and there, but the team itself very demo heavy. Currently waiting on one more to join the lobby at the point in time. Looks like we actually have everyone. As I just happen to check over on the board there. Okay, looks like everyone's ready to go. All right. Oh boy, they started quick on me. Okay, folks, this is going to be a best of 5 series here for GC3 and Tsunami Cup. Around GC3 level at peak. And so over in the orange, we have Next2Nu Cosmo. Next2Nu, one of the premier teams I've played fairly often in Rocket League Splash Series. I've played fairly often in a lot of different orgs. And then just chalk at 3 buds who are pretty cool as themselves. Someone named JT, look for their first goal here. And of course, Rocket League Splash Series, the Tsunami Cup and Cyclone Cup, both sponsored overall by Crack Gaming. Crack Gaming, a fantastic organization that takes care of folks. So it's going to be interesting coming off of SSL, because GC3 is right there. The only difference, from my understanding, from the way I've seen GC3 versus SSL level players, I know GC3 can take me to the curb easily, very often throughout the week, and they can stop me down as much as they want. However, GC3 versus SSL, the tightness in that level, a lot of times is just that understanding of game sense, and then that creativity off shots, being so reliable and so talented, able to find their moments so well. With just chalk it too, I do fully anticipate them to play fairly demo heavy as JT picks up yet another demo here. It's going to be Next2Nu Chaos, who need to play around these bumps and demos. They need to anticipate them fairly well. They need to ensure there's some coverage behind in case the first one gets bumped and the second man doesn't get caught out behind them. And that's going to be the difficult part here as well, too. As Reflex Goated picks up their first demo, it is going to... Oh, Goated, actually one of the top scorers. This is one of the people we were waiting on. One of the top scorers here. They need to find that difference here as well. And I would love to see everyone get involved. I think a lot of it for GC3 versus SSL, a lot of the higher level performing teams, they don't just rely on one person to find all the goals for them. They are able to pass the ball around, and sure, there's someone who's going to get the highlight reel for it, but at the end of the day, it is a team game, and you're going to see some passing plays as Swag Jinwoo will find it top shelf. Able to drop that ball down and in off the pass from the goated player themselves, Reflex. A party on the floor too. Next2Nu Cosmos able to pick up the first goal. A lot more demos on the side of just Chalk It as well, as Rick is going to come off the back ceiling trying to find a touch off backboard. Do love the repeated attacks at center. Would like to see a few more upfield passes to a teammate if they can trust each other. JT with the bump, but it's going to be goated. The reflexes are strong with this one. Been drinking that hydration for maybe some of that gamer sups. Ball down center. Rick's going to clear this one out. Depth. Looks for an opening off the ceiling. Ball dropped down. Goated. Gets denied here. It's going to be DJ over to the center line. JT calling it off. Back pass to Rick. Rick low on boost, still able to get the clear. Forces Next2Nu to give up the possession. Swag counters DJ. JT looking for a center, won't find a second touch off the wall, out of boost at the most unfortunate time. But DJ, though, also out of boost, won't be able to find a touch on the second round. Rick back passes to no one. Just a bit of a tight rotation. JT, Musty, into the pass off the left post, won't find an opening here. After that first initial goal off the passing plays for Next2Nu Cosmos, they haven't really been able to find a lot of upfield momentum. I say this, of course, as Goated is trying to drop this ball down center. Depth is going to able to find the opening. Hits the woodwork, though, down the corner pocket. Won't be able to get away with some change on this one. The ever dreaded doink from the update, from 2 updates ago. As Rick sends this ball up high. JT is looking for a redirect, fakes it out, tries to drop it down. Depth sends it over to Swag. Swag down center. One more touch will set up the teammate. Instead, gets tossed away. Reflex 50'd. Back into DJ. Looks for another flick over to JT. JT with the pinch, and it's the power of friendship, as just Chalk are able to tie it up 1-1 with less than 30 seconds to go. Always believe in the power of friendship. At least that's what Saturday morning cartoons always taught me. I don't even know if they do Saturday morning cartoons anymore. JT off the backboard, looking for an opening. That could be a chance. Jinwoo with the save. Dep's going to pick this one up. Denied by DJ. Rick, mistouch, has to play defensively, gets him back post, pass over to Depth. Depth will be cut off at the 50. Jinwoo looks for the opening. Rick will pick it up, send it off and away, and that's going to hit the ground. Game 1 OT. Chalk It picked up the second goal, but Next2Nu found their goal. Both teams finding it off of assists, which I think is going to be the name of the game. Who can find that opening pass first? Who can find the best angle to set each other up with a shot? Who is going to be dusted without boost and left alone in a 2v1? What am I talking about? This ain't champ. That's not going to happen here. JT clears that ball across the net. Reflex going up for it once more. Down to Jinwoo. DJ on the right post. Back to Rick. Rick denied to Depth. To JT. Over to Jinwoo. Ball on target. That's where they find the best pass. Out of the corner once more. JT does not give up on this possession. Goes in to counter DJ. Crosses over. Sees the horizon and drops the ball inside. That's going to be game 1 to just Chalk It, the team that is currently 6-2 at this point in time against a team that's currently 4-4. Overall, strong game, very defensive game for Cosmos at the very end of it. And honestly, you can kind of feel that they were not happy being stuck defensively for so long. With that in mind, it's going to be Chalkit just able to pick up from behind, picks up 2 goals throughout the past 30 seconds. Past minute, really, if I count the rest of that match. And so, with that in mind, Tsunami Cup Week 3 continues here as we set off for Game 2. Just chalk it now with the pinch kickoff. Sadly, popped it up a bit too high. Good offensive start, but sadly won't be able to break through on this run. As my partner just now gets home. Ball towards the net, JT. Beautiful opening gambit here. Just finds that ball, realizes it's open, realizes no one's back at net in time. Jinwoo just a bit too slow with low on boost. And that's going to be how Just Chalk It continue this offensive run. Rick gets the demo and goated, and it's going to be DJ picking up the assist now. JT is just finding everyone. Where JT was one of the top scorers, DJ is on his way to become the same now for this Week 3 series. What a feed from JT. Another pinch kickoff play that might have sadly broken some hearts. Ball not able to fall through. It's going to be Death. Tries to fake out DJ. Goated. Has to step back for boost. A lot of airspace given up. DJ a bit too hard off the ceiling. Will lose the ball here. It's going to be Goated. Looking for a flip reset. Drop down to Jinwoo. Won't find the connection though. Jinwoo had to play safe. Had to play close to the post. DJ clears it out. Bit of a double commit in front of that left post. But that's okay. They still break away. Echo 5 Kilo RL. Thank you for the follow. As Next2Nu are currently looking for their second goal of the series, first goal of this game after not finding one for about, I want to say about 4.5, 5 minutes now. And not without trying, they've had some good looks, they just haven't been able to commit on the riskier shots, on the riskier setups. But Depth's looking for a crossbar, hits it off the top. Jinwoo gets denied by DJ, and Rick is going to clear this one out off to the wing. Depths goes to counter, but JT stuffs them home. DJ with the opening, tries to keep it in close. JT hungry for some explosions, really wanted to showcase his Michael Bay skills. Sadly will be denied here. That's going to be JT popping it up high at the center line. Jinwoo. Carry. Down the center. Towards the net. Rick will pick this one up. No one able to dunk home. Still over half the game remaining. Next2Nu Cosmos hasn't really found their space as Rick is going to be able to find his though. Air dribble into the net off the pass from DJ. Was about to get cut off, and Jinwoo just awkward positioning, tries to get one more touch, but it's enough for Rick to follow through. Just chalk it, bro. Now on a 5-goal scoring run if we count in game 1. Have to be proud of their performance at this moment in time. Able to find the space, able to find connections with each other. And that was the name of the game for their past series win as well, too. They were able to find passes left and right. Everyone was able to get involved. They were able to find some nice bumps and demos in order to clear that net out. Depth, far side. DJ is going to deny. JT will clear. DJ clears from JT. It's going to be Rick chasing after this one, but Pretty Ricky will not be able to find the confirmation here. Ball off to the side. Pinch. Won't fall through. You can see the Kookser attempt not falling through, and that's, again, one of the things I'm always curious with these players, and again, kind of separates folks from the pros, too. Pros have these mechanics down consistently to where you have to anticipate when someone's going to go in for that and deny them that shot, make it a bit more difficult for them to do so, or at least be in the right place at the right time to read it when you see that pinch coming. GC3 tries to find the center for Depths, but sadly Depths will be pushed out of the way, ball towards center. GC3 will pick this one up. DJ stayed too far back, and Rick was trying to find some space, just trying to clear the landing zone for DJ, but won't be able to find it. JT upfield towards center, over to GC3. 75 seconds left to go. Not a response from Next2Nu Chaos in this game 2. Cut off at every moment. Every single time they have tried to strike through the goalpost or off the backboard, they have been denied that opening. Every time they have tried to pinch that ball and clear all the way to the net, they've just been barely off target. Off the right wing, it's going to go back to Rick, to JT. JT on target. Goated. Able to find a clear. Picks up a save. Ball's going to be slowed down. JT's going to try and control it here. Goes for the 50. High pop-up. GC3 comes in from behind. Tries to get the bump on DJ in order to open up the net. Reflex. Goes for the ball. Stuffed down in a pinch by Rick. Over to GT. JT driving like a GT in that moment. It's going to be another stuffed play. Just not able to find space. Anytime they try to go for a controlled touch, Next2Nu Cosmos gets countered fairly quickly. They can't find an opening for themselves, and because of that, they're also getting dusted off the passing plays, too. The unfortunate thing here is they just need to find something that works. So far, Just Chalk It used a lot of demos in Game 1. This Game 2, they didn't need to. They didn't find a reason to. In fact, Game 2, they were mostly just finding passes to each other, clearing the ball out, setting each other up. With that, we're heading into a series sweep in favor of Just Chalk It on match point, while Next2Nu Cosmos 12 shots on the docket versus the 75% shot accuracy, 30 shots out of 4 for Just Chalk It. Chalk It playing so well defensively. Times like these, I typically tell folks like, hey, get in there, get dirty, get the job done, get some bumps and demos. However, I feel like Just Chalk It are just going to be able to avoid it. So Next2Nu, what they need to do instead is try to play the low 50 game a bit more. They need to try and find their own openings by controlling the ball a bit and trying to prevent the touches from Just Chalk It. They have been working really hard on trying to prevent the easy shots. However, sometimes they overcommit and then they get dusted for it through a pass. Ball towards center, goated in that moment, out of boost, was trying to go back. Depths was playing the backfield, trying to provide coverage. I'm not going to say that's the wrong play there. I do think they need to amp up that pressure. Rick, first demo, second actually, of Game 3. DJ with the opening on target. GC3, no boost, gets caught out. Server crashing? No, my computer crashing. DJ finds that opening as GC3 tries to find some momentum, but it's just a bit too far. Won't be able to get the save here, and once again, Just Chalk It for the second time in a row will find the first goal. About to find the second. Ball latency running away from me here. I think it's just because I'm on a node instead of the actual modem for Google Fiber. DJ drops this ball down. JT and Rick both double commit. If GC3 can get this ball clear, that might be the opening they need. No, denied. Rare miss. GC3 with the opening. DJ's going to get taken out. Goated. Going to find the first goal for Next2Nu after about 9 minutes of inaction, unable to find a goal in that previous game, now finding one here. It's going to be huge for their momentum. And if this is going to be a script reversal of Game 1, Next2Nu Cosmos needs it. They need to find a second goal here quickly and then prevent Just Chalk It from finding an opening. Rick getting bumped out from GC3. That's more the aggression I've been wanting to see. That's more of the touch and pressure play I've been wanting to see from Next2Nu Cosmos, as we have a double demo on the pitch. Goated taking out DJ, Rick taking out, I believe that was Jinwoo. Jinwoo, though, respawns, controls the ball, has space, clears it out. Good spatial control, good spatial awareness, sends that ball into the blue corner, provides them that opportunity. However, this ball's going to get right over depths as JT puts it in the corner, and DJ tries to put it on target to set it up for Rick, but no one's going to be around. Great clear out. Ball off the backboard. Rick just goes in for the double tap to prevent the easy shot off the backboard. Jinwoo, though, chip shot, top shelf, corner pocket, finds an opening off the pass from depths. JT tries to confirm here. Rick is out of position. That's going to bring the lead for Next2Nu Cosmos up by 1. A desperate lead that they have needed for quite some time. Off the backboard for Goated, Jinwoo goes to counter. Depths now in a 2v1. Steps up to slow down that momentum from Just Chalk It. Bound to be dusted by it. Jinwoo needs to confirm this touch here. JT onto the side of the wall. It's going to be Depths clearing it out. Gets a demo, drops it center, tries to find another demo, but can't confirm on Rick. Rick makes like a pickle and curves himself around the bend. I don't even know if that makes sense, honestly. Now I'm thinking more about it. DJ with the demo on Jinwoo. That's going to provide that opening for Depths to clear the ball. Jinwoo looking for a center. Chipped shot, just soft enough to hug the backboard, but not hard enough to boom that ball away to a teammate at the center line. Ball's going to rise up against the competition. It's going to be off to the right wing in favor of JT. JT under control, low on boost, tries to get it around Depths. Depths punished for touching the ball. Goated, last man, able to make a stand. JT denied fairly quickly. Again, more of what I've wanted to see from Next2Nu Cosmos. They needed to put pressure on Chalk It. They've needed to control the pace and tempo, and by denying them all the space, they've forced Just Chalk It to basically try to play the boost game, try to control this ball a bit more, but they've been getting dusted more and more often. Losing control, just a hazardous flick, a flick to get away from one, ends up getting caught by another in that case. Demos on the pitch as well, allowing them to carry this momentum forward. Next2Nu Cosmos will deny that pinch from JT up midfield as JT uses that chance to pick up some more boost. They're trying to keep this momentum alive. They're trying not to be boost starved at the moment, but it's getting tough out here. Just need to continue stealing boost, need to keep them thirsty on the side of Just Chalk It. Ball towards center, Jinwoo up high, opts for the high pass, wants to find someone to feed, but it's just a bit too risky. Double commit on this play, though. As soon as I say it's risky, someone goes for it, and sadly, that might be an opening for DJ. Ball chipped away just enough to find space at the half-court line. Goated keeps it to the opposite corner. 30 seconds left to go. They just need to stay alive. Ball on target. That's gonna go in. Rick with the heater from cross court. Able to drop that ball from the pass from JT, and a little help from Depths too. Depths making the touch allows Rick to get a second follow-up. 7 seconds left to go. Game one, what happened here was we went to OT, and then about a minute passed and Chalk It wins. Will that be the same here? Will Reflex allow this to happen? DJ, controlled touch to the corner. Ball towards the net. Rick drops it in the center. DJ follows through. But it's Jinwoo not giving up yet. Stuck in the corner, up on the rooftop. Like a fiddler on the roof. DJ towards the net. It's just outside the post. Goated gets a touch. Rick wanted the double tap, wanted to drop it in. Instead, we're forced to go to OT once again. Last time we were OT, Just Chalk It, bro, took it after just about a minute. Will they be able to get that 3-game sweep, or will they give up a game to Next2Nu Cosmos, who will try and fail to find a reverse sweep here? It's Just Chalk It, JT. Who else but someone named JT will follow through on the touch from DJ, drops it down low, And we'll close out the series 3-0, 3-2 in the game for Just Chalk It. Great match overall. Just Chalk It, bro. Closing it out here. Tight game as well for that final one. Very tight game overall. Next2Nu Cosmos trying to catch up. And had everything in place. However, it was that one final touch, that one final challenge where the spacing just was not right. And in the end, all that effort didn't even matter. Lincoln Park reference for y'all. Anyways. Well, folks, that's going to be it for the night. Thank you all so much for joining me on this broadcast, on this doubleheader I had this evening. To you folks over on YouTube checking out the channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to see this live on Twitch, please follow me on Twitch, ring that bell so this way you can get the notifications for when I go live. And of course, check out my socials in the links below in order to follow. This music has been designed by Christopher Escalante and his lo-fi project Chrysalis. If you would like to commission Chris for your own music, go to www.christopherescalante.com to commission some music. I also have pins and emotes and the like from my wonderful partner Hilarity Art. Please go check out Hilarity at www.etsy.com/shop/hilarityart in order to pick up some wonderful pins and tote bags for yourself for gifts for families coming up. 2K Mac, thank you very much as well. Y'all have yourself a wonderful evening, and I will catch you all next time.